Billionaires play an outsized role in shaping the global economy, politics, and philanthropy. Forbes puts the number of billionaires in the world at 2,668 in 2022. Many of these billionaires are founders of technology giants with much to their wealth still invested in companies they started. In this video, we will highlight the top 10 richest people in the world and how they came about acquiring that amount. Make sure you subscribe to get all the inside information. Number 10. Larry Ellison. Larry Ellison, 77, is the co-founder, chair, and CTO of Oracle and has a net worth of $96.1 billion. He also has a $13 billion public asset in Tesla equity and $17.4 billion in cash and real estate. Larry Ellison was born in New York City to a 19-year-old single mother. After dropping out of the University of Chicago in 1966, Ellison moved to California and worked as a computer programmer. In 1973, he joined the electronics company Ampex, where he met future partners Ed Oates and Bob Miner. 3 years later, Ellison moved to Precision Instruments, serving as the company's vice president of research and development. In 1977, Ellison founded Software Development Laboratories alongside Oates and Miner. 2 years later, the company released Oracle, the first commercial relational database program to use structured query language. The database program proved so popular that SDL would change its name to Oracle Systems Corporation in 1982. Ellison gave up the CEO role at Oracle in 2014 after 37 years. He joined Tesla's board in December 2018. Ellison, long known for extravagant spending, has invested heavily in luxury real estate over the last decade. Perhaps his single most impressive acquisition was the $300 million purchase of nearly the entire Hawaiian island of Lanai in 2012, where the billionaire has lived since 2020. Number 9. Steve Ballmer, with a net worth of $99.3 billion. He was Microsoft's 30th employee. Ballmer went on to succeed Gates as Microsoft CEO in 2000. He held the position until stepping down in 2014. Ballmer oversaw Microsoft's 2011 purchase of Skype for $8.5 billion. Ballmer owns an estimated 4% of Microsoft, making him the software giant's largest individual shareholder. In 2014, shortly after stepping down as Microsoft's CEO, Ballmer purchased the Los Angeles Clippers basketball team for $2 billion. Number 8. Warren Buffett, with a net worth of $102 billion. Warren Buffett filed his first tax return in 1944 at the age of 14. Declaring earnings from his boyhood paper route. He first bought shares in a textile company called Berkshire Hathaway in 1962, becoming the majority shareholder by 1965. He expanded the company to insurance and other investments in 1967. Now, Berkshire Hathaway is a $705 billion market cap company with a single share stock of trading at more than $439,000 as of August 5th. 2022. Widely known as the Oracle of Omaha, Buffett is a buy-and-hold investor who built his fortune by acquiring undervalued companies. More recently, Berkshire Hathaway has invested in large, well-known companies. Its portfolio is wholly owned, subsidiaries including interests in insurance, energy distribution, and railroads, as well as consumer products. Buffett is a noted Bitcoin skeptic. Number 7. Sergey Brin, with a net worth of $102 billion. Moving to the US with his family as a 6-year-old in 1979. After co-founding Google with Larry Page in 1998, Brin became Google's president of technology when Eric Schmidt took over as CEO in 2001. He held the same post at the Alphabet holding company after it was established in 2015, stepping down in 2019 when Sundar Pichai took over as CEO. Brin spent much of 2019 focusing on X, Alphabet's research laboratory, responsible for innovative technologies like Waymo self-driving cars and Google Glass smart glasses. He has also donated millions of dollars to Parkinson's disease research, partnering with the Michael J. Fox Foundation. Number 6. Larry Page, with a net worth of $106 billion. Page and his friend Sergey Brin came up with the idea of improving internet data extraction. The duo devised a new search engine technology they dubbed Backrub, named after its ability to analyze backing links. From there, Page and Brin went on to found Google in 1998, with Page serving as CEO of the company until 2001, and again between 2011 and 2019. Page was among early investors in Planetary Resources, a space exploration and asteroid mining company. Established in 2009, the company was acquired by blockchain firm Consensus in 2018 amid funding problems. He has also showed an interest in flying car companies, investing in both Kitty Hawk and Opener. Shares of Google soared almost 50% in 2021, moving Page and Brin up the billionaire list. Page's net worth went from just below $52 billion in March 2020 to the current $105 billion. Number 5. Bill Gates. The 66-year-old is the co-founder of Microsoft Corporation and currently has the net worth of $118 billion. While attending Harvard University in 1975, Bill Gates went to work alongside his childhood friend Paul Allen to develop new software for the original microcomputers. Following this project's success, Gates dropped out of Harvard during his junior year and went on to found Microsoft with Allen. Originally Microsoft's chief software architect, Gates shifted to the role of board chair in 2008. He had joined Berkshire Hathaway's board in 2004. He stepped down from both boards on March 13, 2020. Bill Gates has much of his net worth in Cascade Investments, LLC. Cascade is a privately held investment vehicle that owns a variety of stocks including Canadian National Railway, Dairy, and Republic Services, as well as private investments in real estate and energy. In 2000, Gates has two philanthropic organizations, the William H. Gates Foundation and the Gates Learning Foundation, merged to create the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, still co-chaired by Gates and his ex-wife Melinda French Gates. Through the foundation, they have spent billions to fight polio and malaria. The foundation pledged $50 million in 2014 to help fight Ebola. As of 2021, the foundation had spent more than $1.9 billion to combat the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2010, alongside Warren Buffett, Bill Gates launched the Giving Pledge, a campaign encouraging the wealthy to commit to donate most of their wealth to philanthropic causes. Bill Gates is also the largest private owner of farmland in the US with over 268,000 acres. Number 4. Gautam Adani with a net worth of $123 billion. Adani, via his ownership of Adani Group, owns major stakes in 6 key Indian companies, including a 75% stake in Adani Enterprises, Adani Power, and Adani Transmission, as well as 65% stake in Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone, 61% stake in Adani Green Energy, and 37% stake in Adani Total Gas. The combined market cap of companies owned by the Adani Group is $218.2 billion as of August 5, 2022. Adani entered the power generation market in 2009 with Adani Power. Adani created Adani Enterprises in 1988 to import and export commodities. In 1994, his company was granted approval to develop a harbor facility at Mundra Port, which is now the largest private port in India. Number 3. Bernard Arnault with a net worth of $145 billion. LVMH owns brands including Louis Vuitton, Hennessy, Marc Jacobs, and Sephora. Most of Bernard's wealth comes from his massive stake in Christian Dior SE, the holdings company that controls 41.3% of LVMH. His shares in Christian Dior SE plus an additional 6.2% in LVMH are held through his family-owned holding company, Groupe Familial Arnault. An engineer by training, Arnault first showed his business acumen while working for his father's construction firm, Ferrets Savinel, taking charge of the company in 1971. He converted Ferrets Savinel to a real estate company named Farinel Inc. in 1979. Arnault remained Farinel's chair for another 6 years until he acquired and reorganized luxury goods maker Financière Agache in 1984, eventually selling all its holdings other than Christian Dior and Le Bon Marché. He was invited to invest in LVMH in 1987 and became the majority shareholder, chair of the board, and CEO of the company 2 years later. Number 2. Jeff Bezos. The 58-year-old founder and executive chair of Amazon has a net worth of $165 billion. In 1994, Jeff Bezos founded Amazon.com in a garage in Seattle, shortly after he resigned from the hedge fund giant D.E. Shaw. He had originally pitched the idea of an online bookstore to his former boss, David E. Shaw, who wasn't interested. Bezos owned as much as 16% of Amazon in 2019 before transferring 4% to former wife Mackenzie Scott as part of the divorce proceedings. In 2020, Amazon's share price jumped 76% on the heightened demand for online shopping amid the COVID-19 pandemic. On July 5, 2021, Bezos stepped down as CEO of the e-commerce giant, becoming its executive chairman. Bezos' other projects include aerospace company Blue Origin, the Washington Post, which he purchased in 2013, and the 10,000-year clock, also known as the Long Now. Number 1. Elon Musk. A 50-year-old co-founder and CEO of Tesla and has a net worth of $245 billion. Elon Musk was born in South Africa and attended a university in Canada before transferring to the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned a bachelor's degree in physics and economics. 2 days after enrolling in a graduate physics program at Stanford University, Musk deferred attendance to launch Zip2, one of the earliest online navigation services. He reinvested a portion of the proceeds from his startup to create X.com, the online payment system that was sold to eBay and ultimately became PayPal Holdings Inc. In 2004, Musk became a popular funder of Tesla Motors, now Tesla, which led to his current position as CEO of the electric vehicle company. Musk is also CEO and chief engineer of Space Exploration Technologies, a developer of space launch rockets. In 2020, Tesla shares soared 740% to propel Musk up the wealth rankings. In December 2020, Tesla joined the S&P 500, becoming the largest company added. In January 2021, Musk became the richest person in the world, a title that he's held since. Thanks to the surge in Tesla shares in 2021 and private transactions boosting the reported valuation of SpaceX, Musk's lead in the global wealth rankings has continued to grow. His net worth hit a high of $340 billion in November 2021. In April 2020, Musk began a campaign to take Twitter private, which culminated in a $44 billion buyout. Musk planned to fund the deal with $21 billion of his own capital. In the run-up to the buyout announcement, Musk sold 9.6 million shares of Tesla, valued at roughly $8.5 billion. The greatest fortunes on this list started as a good idea that people with creativity, drive, and connections used to build some of the world's largest companies. If you want to get a little closer to making the richest billionaires rankings, subscribe to this channel to see how the billionaires rose to their fame.